are you? So I hope you're all looking forward to these new rule changes now in Gaelic football. We're going to watch them this weekend, and I suppose a lot of you are confused about it. Well, I'm going to make it quite simple, and it's great to see Croke Park being used for Gaelic football or hurling, and like for a lot of the time it's either rugby, it's American football, it's soccer, or it's big bands that are in it. So it's great to see they're allowed the GEA use down Croke Park for a change. But anyway, I'm going to go through these rule changes as best I can. Right, this is a pitch. I know it mightn't look like a pitch, and I don't have green grass, and I'm not great at art, but anyway, it's no idea. There's the small box, there's the big box, the 14, the 21, the arc, the 45, the 65, the middleway line, and the same on the other side as well, okay? You get an idea, maybe you're better off that way. But anyway, I'm going to draw a few new lines on it now, because the new rules are saying there's going to be new lines. So there's going to be one 40-metre arch there, and there's going to be one 40-metre arc there, and there's going to be a dotted line here in the middle, boom, 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 like that, okay? So that's what it's going to look like now. Can you see them there? The green isn't very clear, but look, it's not too bad. We'll make do. So I'm going to start off with the throw-in. That's the first rule change. So we have our midfielders here, one for you, and then we've two lads on the other side, right? So that's the normal thing, but now one lad will have to stand over here, one lad will have to stand over here, and then they go for the throw-in. And this is to stop a big melee at the start of a game, right? So the ref throws in the ball. As soon as he throws in the ball, these boys can leg it as fast as they can then in there, and anybody outside the 45, they can leg it in as well. Oh, get in there. So that'll stop a melee for the one-on-one throw-in, okay? Quite simple, that one. The next one is 3 has to be in each half for the whole game. 3 outfield players from each team have to be in their own half for the whole game. So 3 for you. You know, you can't put. You have to have 11. You're going to put 11 outfield players forward. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be the same 3 lads all the time, or they don't have to mark each other. They can go all over the place if they want, as long as they stay in their own half. Now, what in the event if there was a big melee here in the other half of the field, and these lads are mad to get into the melee and the field left out because there's no melee? Well, in that case, they'll have to wait until maybe one lad, they could call, John, I want to get into the melee. So he'll have to come to the halfway line, John will have to come to me, sort of tag each other, then John will have to go in there and let Tom go into the melee. So that'll give him a chance to get a punch at somebody in there like that. You know what I mean? Now the goalie is a big change. We'll say that's the goalie there in the middle, and these are the boys out here. So you can't pass the ball back to the goalie in his own half anymore. So if the goalie's here now, and this lad, he can't pass the ball back to him. No, he can't. He has to wait till he gets in there and the goalie gets in this side of the pitch, up past the dotted line in the middle. Then he can pass the ball back to the goalie, right? So if he wants to pass, and the goalie can go forward, he can score a goal or a point or whatever he wants to do. Now, if you want to be negative and like Ulster football will probably do this. You can go back into the big box and then you can pass the ball to the goalie. So if you were going forward a big attack and you say, oh God, look, I'm going to play Ulster football, then you can go the whole way back, then pass the ball back to the goalie, make him feel wanted in there like that, you know. And then when the goalie is kicking out the ball, right, the goalie has to kick the ball and he has to get outside this 40-metre arc. So if you have a small goalie or he's not much good at kicking and he can't kick the distance, well, then you're under pressure. And these lads can be inside the 20-yard line for the kick out, but they have to be 13 metres away from the ball. And the ball can't be played until the ball comes outside of the 40-metre arc there for the goalie, okay? And this 40-metre arc is there as well because of scores. So if you're scoring a point from outside the 40-metre arc, well, it's no longer a point, it's 2 points. So if you score from there, it's 1 point. If you score from there, it's 2 points. So it's fantastic the way that goes. And if you want to go the whole way in and beat the goalie, well, then they give you 4 points for that. 4 points for that. Now, you need your calculator, you need all that, because if it's 6-22 or whatever the score is, to 5-14, and you're wondering how many points for a goal and how many of them points were 2 points, well, look, that's up to the ref or the scoreboard. He can deal with all that crack. And then there's the mark, right? So the mark, the advance mark, here he goes, this advance mark. This lad has to be outside the 45, and this lad has to be inside the 21, and when he kicks it, then he can catch it and claim an advance mark. But he doesn't have to stop, or he doesn't have to put his hand up or anything. He can plough on there and try and score a goal or a point or 2 goals or 4 points, whatever the hell he's going to get. And if he makes a complete bags of it and kicks it wide or is blocked down or kicks whatever is saved, well, then he can come back. The ref will give him another chance. Wherever he took the mark in the first place, he'll get another chance to kick the ball over the bar in case he's pure dog useless, if you know what I mean, like that. And what else is there? I think we're after covering it all now. Did I miss anything? God, it's complicated with all these lines and everything. You nearly need a GPS tracker to know where you are on the pitch, to know what you have to do. If you're 2 points down with 5 minutes to go, or 3 points up with a minute to go, and a lad can get a goal and score 4 points, and you can get 2 points for hitting it over the bar, 2 points for this. I don't know. And then the ref has all these new rules as well. Oh, there's a solo and go as well. You know, if you got a free here, and the ref says, oh, you were fouled, this fella pulled you down or whatever, you know. Well, you don't have to stop. You can keep going and not take the free at all, you know, and you can plough on. and maybe get fouled again and keep going. And then I don't know if to pull you back for that. And then a cynical foul anywhere in the pitch can be a cynical foul. But if you don't keep 3 lads inside your half of the field, well, you know what to do. If you're only 2 lads, well, they give you a 20-metre free on the other side. So, oh God, don't do that, things like that. But if you by chance you were soloing along, you get to the half line, and you go, oh God, there's 2 behind me or 3 behind me, and you don't know. Well then, and you go forward, well then he'll only give you a free from the halfway line. And if 2 of you go forward and leave 2 and 2 and 2, well then what he'll do is he'll throw up the ball between you all. Okay. Now I hope that cleared it all up. Like, I try and slow it down. I try and give you a visual demonstration as well. So that should make it quite clear. Sit down, relax, enjoy the games in the knowledge now that you're fully educated on the new rules of the GAA. Huh? Pure and simple, clear as day. Good luck.